that is also what makes me want to do the songs I'm doing now. So I'm like, how can I bring that type of romance back to the music, right? Because romance is what's missing in R&B.
There you go. Thank you. That was the question I had on my mind, and you answered it.
Yeah,
so
the romance is missing from R&B. The whining and dining.
Yeah.
Everybody's talking about the 69ing,
Yep.
but no one's talking about what it takes to get there.
Right.
Like we're giving these young men out here false hope.
Like, oh, not again.
Well, again, thanks for being on the show here. Butta, you were talking about how you guys kind of got connected.
Yeah.
Yes. So as many of you know, I run the Seriously Lighthearted pages, and we had crossed paths from Nate's club
Comedy
opening,
Club,
a post that we did of that. And he's like, hey, I was there. I was sitting by you. And since then, you know, I've seen your posts, very inspirational. You posted something about the people that support you. Mm-hmm. And that post was kind of what triggered. I mean, we wanted to get you on, but it kind of like cracked the door for me, like, hey, you should come on the podcast and talk about that with us.
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
absolutely.
Yeah, just wanted to talk about that post a little bit, because I've seen multiple posts of yours that are talking about that, like the people that support you. It's not always the people that you would think would support you.
Absolutely, 100%. I have been doing music since 2009.
Okay.
I started doing it as a form of therapy.
Yeah.
I went through a really bad divorce. I was in a very dark place with it. My homeboy Smooth hit me. He was like, hey, let's just go to the studio. And he had a studio, he had a built studio in his backyard.
Oh, nice.
Like in a tough shed.
Okay.
So that was the first iteration of the studio, right? And he has me come over, and we locked in. And we just in there listening to beats. It was just like, it was probably the best evening I had had in a very long time at that point, right? So a week goes by, a month goes by, I come back out, and I had been writing. He had sent me home with a flash drive of beats. So I'm listening to him, I'm writing, I'm doing my thing. Some of the worst verses I've ever written in my life. Some of the most questionable verses I've ever written in my life. Like, that's not me. Why am I even writing this, right? But I was writing it just to get these things out and everything, and just trying to find my voice in it.
Yeah.
I go back out, and we're sitting there, and he's like, all right, man, I'm going to run in. He was going to have dinner with his wife, and I was like, okay, cool. He left me in there 15 hours.
Wow.
He just didn't come back.
That's like a whole day.
Right. Wow. So I got over to his house at like probably 5 p.m.
Yeah. Okay.
And I was up all night in his studio. Like, he showed me how to load the beat into the software, hit record, do all that. And then after I started going through it and everything, and then I'm like, okay, I'm going to do this.
Okay.
I started doing it. I had a nice little support group and everything. And then just over the years, I started to see the people who I thought were going to support me just were not supporting me. And I was trying to figure out for the longest time where that comes from, right? Like, why is it the people that you are hoping are going to be supporting you in your endeavors are not?
Right.
You see them support people that they don't know, right? And that was one of the things like that really started to break my heart, like 2012.
Okay.
Right. And I'm like, what? How are my family members not reposting my songs,
Right.
or my album or my videos? Like, don't tell me to my face you support me, you love what I do, but you're not willing to put it out there for other people to support as well.
Exactly.
And I had a long conversation with some friends of mine at the time. They're like, don't even worry about that anymore. It still bothered me a little bit, but then I want to say the paradigm shift came probably 2014. And I was in my groove. I was in full stride. Like, I'm doing this.
Yeah.
I was working a full-time job. I was touring on the weekend, going and doing shows during the week in Tacoma, Seattle. Like, Fremont was my home.
Okay.
Doing shows. I was at the High Dive at least twice a month for maybe 3 years. And then I was at the White Rabbit one night because I couldn't get the High Dive because they were booked. And next thing I know, I'm like, not worried about family members supporting anymore.
Got it. Yeah.
Right.
Every now and then there's a little flare up inside of me that's like, yo,
Right.
how the fuck are y'all not supporting me?
Right.
Y'all are in the comments of my videos talking about, oh, I love this. Repost it.
Repost it.
I'm not asking you to go out and evangelize,
Yep.
the book of KEV, like, oh, hey, here we go. Like, I'm not asking you to do that.
Right.
Hit repost. That costs you nothing.
Takes a
If
second.
you can't come to a show, you can't come to a show. I'm not tripping about that.
Yeah.
But if I invite you to a show 6 times and you live not far from the venue and you don't show up 6 times, I'm not going to invite you anymore.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like that.
I have a thought, and maybe I'm off, maybe I'm wrong, but you were a person who started living a passion and a purpose, and a lot of people don't have that.
Mm-hmm.
And so them seeing that, maybe they don't even understand why they're not. Like, oh, because I don't have that.
I thought about that.
And maybe that's why they're not supporting.
And I thought about that.
And even though they're your close people.
Exactly. You know, and that comes back to the whole thing that just because you're blood related, your family, that doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
At the end of the day.
Yeah.
Right. Like over the years, I have found my support group. I have built my family. You know what I mean? Like my brothers are the guys I've been around for 21 years. Yeah. Like you can't tell me those aren't my brothers.
Yeah.
You can't. They've seen me at my absolute lowest.
Yeah.
And they're seeing my absolute highs. You know what I mean?
Right.
And they were just over at the house last night. It's my wife's birthday yesterday.
Nice.
So
Oh,
happy birthday to my wife.
His wife is in the audience, folks.
And we had a Halloween party last night. She wanted a Halloween theme birthday party. So we did that.
That's fun.
My brothers all came through. We had a great night.
Nice.
And we did what, old heads do. Old niggas sit around the table and we just talk shit. We did that. You know what I'm saying? We did that. It was fun. It was great. And that's the support, right?
Yeah.
They love what I'm doing. I got a couple of my brothers who are really into music and they love the new music that's coming out versus the old music, which I do too.
Okay.
I got to look back and go, why didn't I do this sooner? But there was a time, right? There's a reason.
Exactly.
And when it comes down to the support of it, and I have found that the people who don't know you personally support you more because they're seeing your passion.
Yeah.
They're seeing the art that you're creating or whatever it is you're creating, whatever it is you're doing. And they don't know you outside of that.
That's what they see first.
It's what they see first. It's what they're introduced to. So my thought process now is those people that you want to support you, that you vehemently want to support you, that are your family, they're not going to, because they would be supporting you from a place of, oh, that's just my cousin or that's my nephew or something like that, right? They're not supporting you from a standpoint of this is something they're passionate about. That's true. And for me, I'm kind of like, okay.
Yeah,
that's fine. Like I'm 100% over it. Like I was mad for a long time.
Yeah.
Like I see my cousins repost stuff about other like Northwest artists. I'm like,
I'm right here.
Come on.
Yeah, right here.
Right.
I'm right. I'm doing everything myself.
Right.
Yep.
I don't have big studios that I'm going to. I do everything myself 100%.
Right.
Since 2017, I've done everything myself.
That's dope.
Production, mixing, mastering, all that.
That's dope.
And it's taken time to get the sound where it is, as it does, right? So over the last 8 years, I have put more into my music in the last 8 years than I have, the 8 years prior.
Right.
So now they're like, oh, they even comments, oh my God, this is great. Still not reposting it.
In your bio, I talked about how you started music, which you kind of shared. It was born out of anger and frustration is what it said. And I was listening to your latest release, and it's, what is it? Wavelengths, frequencies, and feelings.
Yeah.
I was listening to that, and I'm curious on, what drives your music now? What is it that you had that initial spark that you needed it for your therapy? You said, now where are you at? What's driving your music?
Hey.
She's sitting on the couch, man. Like, I mean, and I mean that in all seriousness. Like, I don't think people understand when you have somebody behind you who truly supports you, truly supports what you do, and is truly about you, and is truly sees what you want to do, and sees how much you have a passion for something, and they support it. They don't try to stifle it.
Yeah.
That's huge for me.
That's fire.
You know what I mean? Like, that's like, I could do this. You're sitting, when I show her something she doesn't like, she'll tell me.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not just a saying, yeah, that's great.
Sure.
Because you're married to me.
Right.
Like, it's like, you're going to tell me if you don't like it. And I appreciate that. Right.
Can't get the truth.
And with that particular album, that's a set of songs that I've had written.
Okay.
I didn't know that if I wanted to delve into the R&B side of the music. That was big for me. Right. Like, cause it was all about hip hop, rap, like rappity rap. Like, let me do this. Like, let me have fun. Like, cause in the evolution of the music was depression rap. the first
I didn't know
studio
that
album.
genre.
Right. Well,
Pioneered it.
look, if you went to listen to the first album, you would hear it. And I leave that all that music up too.
Yeah,
sure.
Like, I'm not taking it down. I want you to see I want you to hear the evolution. If you go pick 3 songs off of every album that I've done, you're going to see an evolution in an artist. So with Wavelengths, Frequencies, and Feelings, like that for me was, I wanted to do an R&B project.
Okay.
Because for me, there's not the R&B that I feel comfortable with or that I love out there
Okay.
right now.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, that's
Does that
what
make
I was
sense?
going to say was
Yeah,
that
I feel like
R&B
something's
is
missing.
not.
I feel
yeah.
like something's missing in R&B right now.
Yes.
And I'm not here to say I'm going to change it. Like, because I can't.
Right.
At a macro level, at a micro level, yes, I can do what I can do.
Right.
But what I'm doing is not going to push change in R&B and music. And for me, it was, am I comfortable enough? Am I vulnerable enough to be okay with these songs being heavily auto-tuned? Because I can sing.
Yeah.
I can sing. If I'm fucking around and I'm just playing around, I'm one of the greatest singers in the world. Like, and that's what I had to do recording this, is I had to be like silly as I'm recording. I had to be like, I had to not take myself seriously in order for that album to sound the way it does.
Gotcha.
The lyrics were written just over the last 4 or 5 years.
Okay.
And I had these songs and I was gonna give them as demos. Like, I'm like, let me just cut some demos. Cause I'm like, you're 44. Right now, you're at the time I was like, I'm like 42, 43. I can transition into songwriting and cutting demos and seeing what sticks that way, right? And still release music that I want to release. But I was in that slump where I was like, I don't want to release music. I do not want to release music. Like, I'm cool producing. I'm cool mixing. But I don't know if I want to release music. Then my cousin came up, sister, cousin. It's like my closest family member.
Yeah.
Like, I love her to death. That is my sister.
Yeah.
And she just turned 50
Okay.
and just released her very first full-length album
Nice.
at 50.
Okay.
She's been singing her whole life, longer than me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she's a great singer. I think she has a great voice. She has a great soul behind it. And I would send her beats. In 2019, she dropped her first EP. I helped her do that. And then she's like, I want to put out an album for my 50th birthday. I said, bet. She's like, whoa. I was like, I've given you a folder of like 150 beats.
Right.
Pick them.
Hey, just go at it.
Yeah.
Pick them and write.
Right.
And she did. And she would cut little like samples or snippets, like recording through her iPhone and whatnot, send it to me. I'm like, okay, cool. I like that. And as we're getting closer to her coming up from New Mexico and recording, because again, I have my studio set up at home and it's set up to have like maybe 3 people in the studio total. And she comes up, she's like, well, I want to come up. I want to cut all the records at the house. I'm like, okay, if we're going to do this, because she's notorious for being like, I'm going to come up, we're going to do this, and then dipping off after a day, because her kids live in Yakima.
Okay.
That's where she's from.
Okay.
And she's like, well, I'm going to go over and see them. I'm like, if you're coming up here to do this album, I need you for 3 days.
Yeah.
And I need your undivided attention for 3 days, please.
Yeah.
If you're wanting to do this. So she comes up and we're like, okay, bet. We get in there. The first Friday night she's here, we get in there and we record 3 of the songs.
Okay.
And she's doing great. And I'm EPing it, like, and again, difference between producer, beat maker, I'm like literally telling her how she needs to be singing it. Because it sounds great the way she's doing it, but I'm like, hey, need you to change this, switch this, let's sing this here, let's move this here, let's add this here, right? And as we're doing this over that 3 days, that fire was just being stoked.
There it is.
Like the wood's going on the fire.
Right.
And I'm like, okay. And as I'm sitting there mixing it, was it Sunday that you did her photo shoot? And I'm literally mixing her whole album while they're doing her photo shoot.
Oh man.
They're doing like a 3-hour photo shoot. I'm mixing records, like, and I'm in the studio just like cheesing ear to ear. Like, this is,
That's cool.
like, I'm back. Like, I'm back. Like, and then it was probably like a week later, I was just out in the studio playing around, and I was playing around with Under Your Spell. I was just playing around with it because I wrote it. I'm like, okay, let's see how this goes. And I started recording it. I'm like, okay, this might be something. Like, I'm not taking myself seriously about it. I'm just like kind of running it through, and I'm like, okay, let me just get a scratch vocal on this and see how that sounds. And I'm like, okay, I like that. All right, I like that. Yeah, let's go with that. And I put that in a folder. I'm like, all right, cool. And then I think yesterday was next, and I'm just going through. I'm like, okay, I like that. I like this. The lyrics are where they're at.
Right.
Production's where it's at. Like, cool. And then probably over the next month, I just kept coming back to those 5 songs. And I had picked the 5 songs for the project before I even said this is going to be a project. I said, if I'm going to release a project,
Right.
it is these 5 songs.
Got it.
And I did like the roughs, send them out to like my mentor in music who we're going to see later today, Jacob, like sent them to him. And he's like, yes, this is great.
This is it.
I sent it to my sister. I was like, yo, she's like, oh my God, this is great. I think I only sent those songs out to maybe 5 people, because that's how not comfortable or confident with them I was. Because usually if it's a rap song, I'm like, no, I got one.
Sure.
I'm sending it to everybody I know that does music. I'm like, yo, hey, what y'all thinking?
Right.
And people hit me back like, yo, this is fire. And I'll be like, cool, single. Let's put it out. Like Hotter Than Fire, the single I put out in 2023. That's the only song I put out between 2023 and 2025. Like, I was like, let me just put this out.
Yeah.
I saw you have several singles for this year too. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So we'll get to that because I'm doing a little project with that. It's been a lot of fun.
Yeah.
But with this album, it's just like, okay, maybe I got something.
Right.
And I released it on my birthday this year, which was July 15th. So I released it on my birthday. My homeboy Tim called me. My phone rings. I'm like, Tim, don't ever call me. He'll text me.
I was going to say, Tim's a texter.
No, I mean, we all are, right?
Yeah,
like we
right.
all are, especially all the cats I've done music with.
Right.
And I've known Tim since 2011. So I did a show with him 2011 at Nectar Lounge in Seattle.
Nice.
And he and I kind of we hit it off.
Okay.
Myself and his group at the time, like we all hit it off.
Okay.
And we just started collaborating together. And I've got them on plenty of my projects. Like they're on there. And I have fun making these like club records with them and these fun tracks with them. He calls me. I pick up, I was like, oh, what's up, Tim? He's like, who the f do you think you are? And like his tone of voice, I'm like, I'm sorry?
What did I do?
I'm sorry? He goes, who? This good ass singing ass. What are you doing? I'm like, I don't know. I was like, I don't know, man. Like I just, and he and I talked for a minute. I get off the phone. His wife texts me. Kevin, what is this?
Like, what?
I was like, I don't know. They both love it.
Yeah.
They both love it. Like they were like, this album is so good.
That's awesome.
And then I had a homeboy of mine hit me. He's like, man, hey, I really like the album. That's cool and all. But f you. I was like, why? He's like, I cannot have sex to this album.
Oh.
I was like, I was like, what? He goes, he's like, because it'd be like you be in the room. And I don't like that. I don't like that. It's you. It's because I know you. I was like, so if you didn't know me, he goes, oh yeah, I'd be all night. I was like, okay. But he's like, nah, man. He's like, I love the album. It's great. Like you did a good job.
Yeah.
And again, it goes back to like the lyrics are all about my wife.
There you go.
Like, and it sounds cliche, but she is my muse when it comes to my R&B music.
Beautiful.
And for me, it's just because of the relationship we have. Nobody's perfect, you know what I mean? But those little imperfections are so minute in comparison to all the great stuff that we've done together and, you know, the life we have. So I'm like, this is what it's about for me.
Yeah.
Like at this point with the R&B music, it's about my wife.
That's that was the "I Want You" song. I think I remember reading.
The new one, the new one, yeah.
I think you talked about the imperfections.
Yes.
And loved it. The only critique I have, one, since I have seen you, I thought,
Speak on it.
As much as these songs could get fun and sexy, I'm just gonna see you in it now, so I can't. I'm gonna picture you.
But here's what you picture. Here's what you picture.
There you go. Oh. And the second problem I have is it made me want to fall in love.
Oh, yeah.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I'm like, God damn it, I want that.
And
I want
you know
that.
what? I love love.
Okay.
I love love, not just the concept of it, but I love love. And I had that conversation with the artist I'm starting to work with because he's the same way. He loves love. And that part of it comes from me like romanticizing love as a kid, right? Like I grew up essentially alone. Like my mom was always working. I was left to my own devices a lot. And I'd see my friends' parents and like the love that they had. And I'm like, God, I want that.
Right.
Like that's dope. Because I didn't see it at home. Right. And I was like, I'm going to have that at some point in my life. And I always just had this in my head, like that's, but then as a kid, I was also listening to a lot of After 7, a lot of Babyface, like Ready or Not is my, like, like I should not have been singing that song at 11 years old.
Right.
With my whole little bird chest that I had. Like I should not have been. I was singing my heart out like I was going through something. And I just had this conversation with my brothers last night. Like, how is it that we sang these songs? Because I hear some of the songs now that kids are singing. I'm like, God damn. Like, everything was tongue in cheek when we were kids, right? Like, and for me, that whole thing, the whole concept of loving love came from hearing those songs. Hearing Teddy, hearing Marvin, hearing Sade. Like, Sade was the first R&B artist I fell in love with, and she's the greatest artist in my mind. Yeah. And it's not just her, it's the band as well. Right. Like, people don't understand, like, the band and her, if you take either one of them away, that doesn't work.
It's not the same.
But together, like, her albums, their albums, like, that's the pinnacle for me. And that is also what makes me want to do the songs I'm doing now. So I'm like, how can I bring that type of romance back to the music, right? Because romance is what's missing in R&B.
There you go. Thank you. That was the question I had on my mind, and you answered it.
Yeah,
so
the romance is missing from R&B.
Got it.
The whining and dining. Yeah. Everybody's talking about the 69ing,
but
no one's talking about what it takes to get there. Like we're giving these young men out here false hope. Like, brother, you can't just walk up, throw some slick line, and the next thing you know, you're in the hotel. Like, brother, like you gotta put in work, bro. Like, how many songs did we hear, like where these artists were putting in work throughout the song, right?
Right. We have a whole episode where we dissected like all these old R&B lyrics, and we're like, what? It's not like that anymore.
It's not like that. The most people go back to is Usher pulling up at 7 o'clock in a drop top, right? But he's telling you how he got to where got to the end, right? That's what I want to bring back. I want to bring back the storytelling. I want to bring back the storytelling aspect, the romance of R&B. So that's what I wanted to try to accomplish with this album. Like, can I bring the romance back? And I think I did, just based on the reactions I'm getting, right? And the kind of the 2-song Tuesdays thing that I'm doing right now, I think is because that's where you heard I Want You from, probably was that playlist. I have that playlist up and everything, so I'll send you guys a link for that. Yes. But every other week until the end of the year, I'm releasing 2 songs.
Okay.
1 hip-hop song, 1 R&B song.
Okay.
And most of the songs are already done. I just got to mix them.
Okay.
So I started with Sauv Blanc, which is titled after my favorite wine. It's a wonderful summertime.
Nice. I haven't listened to that one yet, but I do like Sauv Blanc.
Oh, I'm going to tell you right now. All right. Here's what's going to happen. You're going to listen to it, and you're going to shut it off. You're going to reluctantly take your own drawers off and throw them at the wall. You're going to.
Reluctantly.
You're going to. You're going to be like, you know what? He's right.
He's right.
Because I said it to my boy Kyle. I was like, hey, man, let me know what you think about this. He sent me back a GIF and said, here, take these. And it's just the GIF of underwear flying through the sky. I was like, that's how I knew. That's how I knew I got one. I got one.
That's
and they let his wife listen to it. And she texted me. She's like, Kyle said he gave you his underwear. Like, yes, he did. So I'm doing this. I'm doing this playlist. Okay. So I started with that song, and that one is really it's probably the most romantic song I have.
Okay.
Right. So it delves into romance, and for me, as I'm like listening to the beat, I'm like, this is sexy. Like this is really grown. It's truly a grown song. It's something that reminds me of something you would have heard in the early 90s. From the standpoint of it's not brash, it's not overly sexual. Right. It's literally a romantic song. And I like it. I like it a lot.
I like the term you use, grown. That is something that I got listening to it, and I really appreciated that because even though I might not have that muse currently, I'm sure she's out there. That aspect, I can relate to this. This is something that I can understand. I felt it. I felt that more of that level of maturity.
Right.
That was in there a little bit more.
Yeah.
That deeper aspect.
And that's what it's about for me.
Yeah.
Like look, music game's a young man's game now, right? Like in all honesty, in all aspects of it, like they're running it, and that's great.
Right.
Do your thing.
Right.
I'm not tripping, but be authentic about it.
Right.
Don't just try to do something because this other artist is doing it.
To miss the fad.
Yeah, man.
Yep.
And that's what I dislike. I was falling into that when I first started. Like my second album, I was all like, how can I do the ultimate party album? Like, let's get out here, let's do this, let's get drunk, let's get fucked up. Like, no, it's not where it was at. I was like,
Yeah.
Like my boy Sam was on that album with me a lot, and we did a lot of party records together, and it was fun. But it's like, damn, is that all we do?
Right.
Oh, is that all I'm about right now? But I guess for that second album, that's what I was about. Because I came out of that depression album.
Sure.
Right.
Now it's time to kick
Into
it.
it's time to kick it, right? Like I'm out here.
Exactly.
I'm back, baby. Camps in the streets. Like, you know what I mean? Like that's how it felt as I'm like, I wrote one record on the album. I'm gonna tell you right now.
Yeah.
Go listen to The Array. Go listen to Drunk Dial. You want to hear some audacious. You want to hear the type of shit that they wish they could release right now?
Yeah. Is
that
that
song.
one? Is that one? Okay.
Yeah, it's horrible.
Oh.
I don't even know. I don't even know why I allow it to be on streaming.
Oh no.
But I have to leave it there as a reminder of the growth of my maturity.
Evolution. Yeah.
Like how I was 31 when I put that song out.
Okay.
For a 31-year-old man to put that song out, like, all right, man, you're pushing it a little bit. Like if you was 29, I'd be like, all right, bro. But you're 31, bro. Like you're 31. You got you got a whole ass 6-year-old son.
Right. Oh my goodness.
All right. Well, this is not I got embarrassed listening to it the other day. I'm like, yo, who the
So
are
this
you?
is me.
Like, I was like, this is me, I guess. Like,
Oh, that was 13 years.
This
Hey.
is me.
I told my wife when we started dating, I was like, hey, look, I got some music out there.
Right.
I sent her the song. I was like, I'll give it to you to listen to.
Right.
But you need to know this is what I was on 2 years ago. And that's what's wild is it was 2 years, right? And the sound had changed so much in 2 years.
Yeah.
I'm glad I got away from that, but I sent it to her just as a preface.
Yeah.
I'm a nasty nigga. that's really like that was like the thought in my head, like this is the best way for me to describe it.
She's like, I'm about that.
Hey,
She was all in.
yeah.
Like, where do I sign?
She's
Where
still
do I
here,
sign?
right? She's still here.
Hey.
She's still around. Like,
Exactly.
Should I
But-
tell you my ring size now?
She was like, prove it. Let's go.
but I'm saying so the evolution from doing something like just so
Yeah.
brash and just cocky and arrogant like that to what I'm doing now.
Yeah.
Like, I get it, man. Like I never understood like how the evolution of an artist really worked,
Yeah.
and you're not really meant to. But when you're in it and you're feeling the evolution of it happening, you're like, okay,
You know,
cool. And look, again, I'm not a global sensation. I'm just some nigga from Washington.
Yeah.
Like that. Like, that's the best I could put it. Like
Right.
I love music. I had a great musical education, and music's been a part of my being
Yeah.
for so long that when I'm starting to see that evolution, I'm like, okay, the maturity level's getting up there. Like the album after that, mature.
Yeah.
It's still having fun,
Yeah.
but it was talking about real shit. I think that was the album where I was like, I am healed from what happened over here.
Yeah.
And I'm in this moment where this all feels right.
Yeah.
We're here. Where do we go from here?
That's dope.
So I was like, cool, let's do that.
That's dope.
So I was thinking of Andre 3000. He's playing flute now. He felt like he couldn't do a hip hop, couldn't do rap, like because he felt he got too old, maybe
get
couldn't
it.
relate. And so we've had people on here. Allison Fine, a comedian, she often feels she's too old. She was talking about that. And
I watched a couple of those clips.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, and so Nate, who was kind of a mentor and such, there are so many people who do creative things when they're older. So Bernie Mac, different people.
Yeah.
And when you were talking about getting back in there to the studio, and you just started with your sister, cousin, and you started feeling that spark of creativity, I think that is when you start doing that creativity and you start getting back. It's action begets action, creativity begets creativity. And so now you got your Tuesday deal, which is you keeping that going, right?
Yep. So every other Tuesday, I'll post, like, I'll make the visual and everything for it. And I wait for the song to hit TikTok because they're on TikTok.
Okay.
All the music, when I distribute my music, it goes to TikTok.
Nice.
So I got to wait, like, I got to try to my best to distribute a week in advance. So that way when that Tuesday hits, it's there.
Oh.
A couple of them, I missed that step. So I was just like, let me give it a couple hours. All right, cool. And I see it there, and I'll save it to my favorites, and I'll post it. There's so much Kev.
That's
Like, you type in Kev on TikTok, Kevin Gates? No. Kev.
There you go. Okay.
But I do that, and I'll get them ready, and I'll schedule those ones to just get posted out.
Okay.
And boom, there it is. And I'll play the 30 seconds of the song, and hopefully that leads somebody to be like, ooh, link in bio.
Right.
Ooh, playlist.
That's how you do
And
it.
send them right to it.
Was Mike Check part of that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mic check. That was a fun one.
I like that. That brought me back. The beats, I just felt 90s beats, and I loved it. I really enjoyed that one. I don't know if I don't think
Not
we
yet.
played it here when we were doing it.
Right.
So I appreciated that. And again, it wasn't on the album, and so I figured it was a 5-song album, and then you had these other songs coming out as singles. Also, another one that is was it, Oh God, I'm Good.
On God, I'm
On
good.
God, I'm Good. I can't even read my own writing. That one again, I felt that maturity. And you said in there, said every day, I rise every day with a made up mind.
Mm-hmm.
What is that made up mind?
There's a new day. I got stuff I can do. I know what I have to go do. I know I have to go to work. You know what I mean? And I love my job, so I don't mind going to work. I have to go to work. I have to show up for myself first before I can show up for anybody else. So for me, when I get up in the morning, my alarm goes off at 4:15. Do I kind of just sit there like, yeah, who doesn't?
Yeah.
If you get up at 4:15 and don't regret your decision to get up at 4:15, you're a psychopath.
What's wrong with you?
And I do my best to be up at 4:15, out the house by 4:30, 4:35, so I could be at the gym. Because I'm doing my best to try to stay healthy, mobile. You know what I mean? I'm a larger individual, so it's a little bit harder sometimes. But I'm really working on my mobility. But showing up for myself every day is what that is. That made up mind is when I go to bed, I'm like, cool. I know what I have to do tomorrow. And when I get up in the morning and I put my feet on the ground, because I taught myself to do that. That was one of those things I'm like, I can't just let my alarm go off and lay in bed.
No, you get up. And
I get up, I put my feet up. Well, I wear a CPAP. I'm grown.
Hey, I'm right there with you, man. Right there with you.
Thank you to my wife for making me get it.
You go.
I wake up in the morning.
Yeah.
You do, yeah.
I wake up in the morning. I don't stop breathing in the middle of the night anymore.
Yep.
But I sit up in bed. I take my mask off. I put my feet on the ground.
Nice.
And I just get up. So that made up mind is that's what I'm going to do every morning. Feet on the ground, get up, go do what you need to do for the day. Because I know when I get off work, I get home an hour and a half before she gets off work. And then I'm home for another hour and a half by myself while she's on her way home. So I wait until she gets to Federal Way to start cooking dinner.
There you go.
And I'll be in the studio. So either I'm working on something for myself or somebody else. So that made up mind is I know what I'm going to do today. I know what I have to do. I'm going to do it.
Nice.
Mine's made up. Are those days where I'm like, maybe I'm not going to go to the gym today? Yeah, but that's only if I don't feel well.
Yeah.
But other than that, the made up mind is I'm going to continue to live my life the way I'm living it right now because it is the best version of my life. And I want to keep that.
That's good.
I like that.
Yeah, I appreciated that song. I really liked it. I listened to it 3 times on the way here, and then I played it again.
There's
right
an
before.
acoustic version coming out.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, my homeboy Jacob, shout out JC Flow. He actually did an acoustic version of the beat for me.
Okay.
So I'm going to mix the record and I'll probably release it toward the end of the year.
That's cool.
Just release the remix, I'll call it.
Yeah.
I'll put that out there.
Yeah.
Well, again, thank you, Kev, for coming on.
Yes, absolutely.
Thank y'all very much.
This
I
has been
appreciate it.
fun.
Yeah.
Keep looking forward to what you have coming out.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
And again, we'll be happy to have you back on.
Absolutely.
Chit chat.
Absolutely.
Do you want to give my sign off, or you want me to give it?
You give it.
You give it.
All right.
Do it.
Hey, I hope y'all had a good time. Hope y'all enjoying your Saturday. So I want you to remember to stay shining, stay smiling, stay hydrated, and remember, you are worth everything positive that happens in this life.